People talk about heartbreak like it is only emotional, but your brain sees something completely different. To your brain, heartbreak feels like a sudden loss of dopamine. Not love, not closure, dopamine. That is why heartbreak feels like panic, confusion, and craving all happening at once. Your mind reacts the same way it reacts to withdrawal from a habit that once felt rewarding. When a relationship or situationship ends, your reward system loses one of its strongest sources of stimulation. That is why the pain feels overwhelming. So here is the real question. Do you truly miss the person, or do you miss the chemistry your brain built around them? Let's dive in. To understand this better, let's start with how your brain forms emotional loops. Modern communication quietly trains the brain. You wake up to messages, you check them during the day, you fall asleep after long conversations. Each interaction releases a small rise in dopamine. It does not feel dramatic, but your brain remembers it. With time, your brain starts to expect this pattern. It waits for the next notification. It anticipates the next moment of connection. This becomes emotional gravity. Now here is a simple example. You open an old chat even when you know there is nothing new. You are not searching for information. You are searching for a feeling. Psychology calls this intermittent reinforcement. It is the same mechanism social media uses to keep people hooked. It is unpredictable, irregular, and powerful enough to create craving. This is why silence after a breakup feels so intense. Your brain is not only missing the person, it is missing the pattern it depended on. So now the question becomes, why does this craving feel so strong? Here is what science says. A study from Rutgers University found that romantic rejection activates craving circuits in the brain. Not sadness circuits, craving circuits. This explains why people reopen deleted chats or revisit old photos. The brain is searching for the chemical high it used to get from that connection. You see this in everyday behavior. Checking a profile over and over. Replaying memories even when they hurt. Your mind is not seeking the actual person. It is seeking the chemicals tied to them. This mismatch creates the ache people call heartbreak. Your brain is reacting to lost stimulation, not personal failure. When the reward disappears, withdrawal begins. And this is why the silence feels so loud. Now let's look at what happens inside your body. This craving does not stay in your mind. Your body feels it too. During the first few weeks after a loss, your brain enters what psychologists call an extinction period. This means old triggers still activate old emotional responses. A song, a scent, a place, or even a random thought can light up reward circuits that no longer have anything to attach to. Your brain expects comfort from something it cannot access anymore. This creates tightness in the chest, restlessness in the body, and a fog in the mind. Your mind is not breaking. It is rewiring. It is adjusting to life without a familiar source of dopamine. The pain is not a sign of weakness. It is a sign that the brain is letting go of a learned habit. But here is where things slowly begin to shift. Healing does not show up all at once. It starts quietly. The brain is adaptable because of neuroplasticity. It can form new pathways and shift its emotional habits without you even realizing it at first. One day you laugh without forcing it. Another day you get through a morning without checking your phone. You remember to eat. You feel a small wave of calm for the first time in a while. These moments are not random. They are proof that new sources of dopamine are forming. Your brain is learning that safety can come from inside you, not from constant connection to someone else. And you can help this process move even faster. Daily routines play a powerful role. Light exercise creates natural dopamine. Morning sunlight regulates your mood and attention. Writing your thoughts down helps your brain make sense of what you feel. Here is a simple example. Instead of checking your phone first thing in the morning, you take a short walk. At first, it feels uncomfortable. After a few weeks, that walk becomes the moment you feel most alive. Your brain adopts this new pattern as a healthier dopamine anchor. Small habits have real power. Your brain starts trusting new routines instead of emotional highs. It replaces craving with consistency. This works because the brain always adapts to whatever you repeat. As your brain stabilizes, cravings fade without forcing anything. Thoughts settle. Silence becomes peaceful instead of painful. Your mind stops expecting old messages. You start to notice simple happiness again. Music sounds warm. Food tastes richer. Sleep becomes deeper. Mornings feel lighter. Life slowly becomes softer than it was before. Your brain no longer relies on the old reward pattern. It begins to enjoy balance instead of unpredictability. It feels like finally coming up for air after being underwater. And this brings us to the truth about healing. This works because the brain always adapts to whatever you repeat. Healing is not about forgetting someone. It is about teaching the brain a new way to feel safe. Old memories lose their power as your brain rewires itself. Craving fades. Your mind becomes free again, not because the past stops mattering, but because your brain learns to function without the chemistry that once felt familiar. Eventually, you realize you did not miss the person as deeply as you believed. You missed the chemistry your brain created around them. Once a new pattern forms, the pain fades. Your mind becomes whole again, calmer and stronger than before. So, has your mind ever healed in a way your heart did not expect? Share your story in the comments. And if you are still here, thank you for watching our first video. See you in the next one.